Hello, good morning, KG1 and KG2, my little sweet Einsteins. I miss you very much, and I'm so happy that today is Sunday and I'm able to do another video for you. Now, today is story time. We've worked so hard last week that I decided that we'll start off this week by doing a nice story, okay? Now, this story is from the Journeys Common Core book, and it is about cows and chickens that decide they don't want to work for this farmer anymore. Now, they decided this because there's certain things that they really don't like about their job. And one is being cold at night, they want blankets, they don't want to sleep in a barn anymore, and they use this little duck as a messenger, okay? So they write a note, and they give the duck the note, and the duck goes wobbling all down the road to the farmer's house to be able to give him the note. So how they wrote the note is very interesting. They used an old typewriter. Now, Mommy and Daddy will know fully well what a typewriter is. That was long before we even had computers, okay? And they write a letter to the farmer and demand that they want certain things from him. So I'm going to read the story to you because it's a very funny story, and Simone and Skylar really enjoyed the story this morning and last night when I was reading it to them. It's very funny. So I'm going to read it to you, and I'm also going to post the electronic version of the story online so that you're able to see the beautiful pictures, okay? So the story, let me get my eyes, because without my eyes I cannot read. This story was written by Doreen Cronin, okay? She's the author, the person that writes the story. And then she had a friend that helped her. Her name is Betty Levine, and Betty Levine is the illustrator. Now, that's a big word for KG, but I'll explain to you what an illustrator is. An illustrator is somebody that chooses the pictures that goes with the story, okay? And this lady Betsy used really good pictures in the story. So let me start. The title of the story is called Click, Clack, Moo. Cows that type. Farmer Brown has a problem. His cows like to type. All day he hears, click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. At first he couldn't believe his ears. Cows that can type? That's impossible. Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo. Then he couldn't believe his eyes when he saw a note on the barn door. Dear Farmer Brown, the barn is very cold at night. We'd like some electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. Now, electric blanket is something that you put on your bed to keep you warm at night, okay? Especially during winter. It's the only time you would use an electric blanket. They wrote a note. Let me read it again. Dear Farmer Brown, it is very cold in the barn at night. We would like some electric blankets. It was bad enough that the cows had found an old typewriter. Now they want electric blankets? No way, said Farmer Brown. No electric blankets. So the cows went on strike. Now, strike means when you don't want to work anymore. You just decide one day, I'm not working anymore, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. So they decided to stick another note against the barn door. Sorry, we closed. No milk today. Can you believe it? The cows don't want to give us milk. No milk today, cried Farmer Brown. In the background, you heard the cows busy at work. Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. The next day, he got another note. Dear Farmer Brown, the hens are cold too. They also want electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. The cows were growing impatient. Impatient is another big word. It means they just don't have time to wait anymore. They don't want to wait. The cows were getting impatient with the farmer. They left a new note on the barn door. No eggs, cried Farmer Brown. In the background he heard them. Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. Cows that can type? Hens on strike? Who ever heard of such a thing? How can I run a farm with no eggs or no milk? Farmer Brown was furious. Furious means very angry. Farmer got out his old typewriter. Dear cows and hens, there will be no electric blankets. You are cows and hens. I demand milk and eggs. Sincerely, Farmer Brown. Duck was neutral. Now, neutral means he's not on the farmer's side and he's not on the cow's side. Duck was neutral. So he brought the ultimatum to the cows. Ultimatum is a decision. It's either this or nothing. The cows held an emergency meeting of all the animals gathered around the barn to snoop, but none of them could understand moo. Now, moo is a language that cows speak. All night long, Farmer Brown waited for an answer. Duck knocked on the door early the next morning. He handed Farmer Brown a note. Dear Farmer Brown, we will exchange your old typewriter for electric blankets. Leave them outside the barn door and we will send Duck over with a typewriter. Sincerely, the cows. Farmer Brown decided that this was a good deal and he left the blankets next to the barn door and waited for Duck to come with the typewriter. The next morning he got another note. Dear Farmer Brown, the pond is quite boring. We would like a diving board. Sincerely, the ducks. Click, clack, quack. Click, clack, quack. Clickety, clack, quack. So not only did the hens and cows get what they wanted, but now the duck, he was supposed to be the messenger. He started reading these messages and saw that, well, if the cows and the hens are having or getting what they want, then they're also going to put in a request. So what did they ask for? They asked for a diving board. Now, the diving board is a piece of wood that goes over the swimming pool in summer, and you jump on it and you bounce, and you jump into the swimming pool, which makes your swimming so much fun. So that is my story. I will publish the electronic version for you so that you're able to see the lovely pictures that our friend Mrs. Levine posted in the story. Okay? I love you, KG1 and KG2, and I hope this is a really fun way to start our week. Much love.